What is up, my butter biscuits? It's been a hot minute since I filmed a video. Oh my gosh, I want to say it's probably been about a week now. Every video that you guys have seen was like pre-filmed. But y'all, oh my gosh, I went to Phoenix, and then after coming back to Phoenix, I went to go see oh my gosh, I was gonna say Zed. Oh my gosh, Cascade and Dead Mouse, which by the way, y'all, they like really let me down. I was like, oh my gosh. I was thinking of Zed because I was like Zed in the Park is like way better. But let me tell you guys, over the weekend I literally partied like all 3 days, and I am just way too old for that now. So it took me out for a couple days, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it literally takes me like 2 days to recuperate now. And I feel like my 30s are just really hitting me now. So I feel like maybe I could like only party like once a month, honestly, because it's just too much. And then y'all know I went to Vegas and then Phoenix, and then I had all these plans. I'm just like, it's just way too much, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, I need a little bit of a break. So I do apologize that I have been MIA. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be talking about James Charles, which low-key, it's been a hot minute. I can't even tell you guys the last time that I talked about James Charles on my channel. He went viral for like really the most stupid reason. And y'all, when I first saw this and I saw so many people bashing him, I was like, oh my god, people like really do reach. People like I get it. Obviously, a lot of people dislike James Charles. I totally get it. But like when people just like make things up and then like just go ham on a person for absolutely no reason, I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all. I feel like the internet is just a little bit crazy, but I do have to say, a lot of people, because I actually got the video from Popcrave, because y'all, Popcrave posted it on Twitter, and y'all, that had like over 5 million views, and a lot of people were actually defending James Charles on there, and I have to say, when I first saw the video too, I was like, okay, this is so dumb. The people talking trash about this, it's like, oh my gosh. Obviously, I'm going to show you guys the video within today's video, and we're going to be talking about that, so go ahead and keep on watching if you guys are interested in hearing about that and seeing that. Why am I saying that so many times? Recently, I just said in a previous video, I was like, why do I repeat myself so much, y'all? Like, I really wish there was a button that I could just like press to like stop repeating myself, but then I just always do it. Anyways, also, if you guys have not been checking out on my second channel, I upload new videos there every single Sunday. And let me just tell you guys, if you guys have not seen those videos, like honestly, really just check them out. Like, if you guys are not even into travel, still check them out, because I just feel like I've put so much work into them that you guys might like actually like the cinematography of it, because I've been putting so much work into the editing. And I have to tell you guys, I really feel like I found my new hobby within editing for travel specifically, only because I don't know, like I just really love it. I feel like obviously with this style of video, there's really not too much that you can do with the editing, but when it comes down to travel, you get to be like fully creative and like create your own movie, and I have just really been getting into it. I've had that second channel now, I want to say for about 3 months, maybe like 4 months now, I really don't know. But I've uploaded videos every single Sunday, and I have so many more coming, y'all. I'm just so excited for that channel because I don't know, it's like it's something new, so I guess I feel like I don't know, like I'm just like really invested in it. And on top of that too, y'all gotta give me a little bit of credit, because you guys know that whenever I say that I'm gonna do something, 9 times out of 10 I just don't. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do more makeup videos. Where have those been? But on this second channel, I have been so consistent. I think it's because I just like really am in love with it, especially it being a new thing to me. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, make sure you guys go show love over there. It'll be linked down below. I would really appreciate that. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get into the James Charles portion of this video, because speaking of Popcrave, because I got this video from Popcrave, I was scrolling through there as I normally do, and just in case you guys don't follow Popcrave on Twitter, I really do recommend that you do if you guys are like into the cheese man whatnot, or just like facts as well too. I feel like Popcrave is pretty reliable. Of course, everybody makes mistakes. I feel like just like even with TMZ, they've made mistakes before too, but I feel like they're pretty reliable. Like I feel like whenever TMZ comes out with something, 9 times out of 10 it's accurate, and I feel the same way about Popcrave. And I wanted to ask you guys this question because I've seen this so many times, and if you guys head over to their comments, like I know it's just kind of like I want to say like a Gen Z joke type of thing that like maybe I'm just missing, but every single time they post something like this, right? They posted Super Bass by Nicki Minaj has reached 600 million streams on Spotify. It's her 8th song to achieve this. If you go to the comments, people are like, oh, talking trash, like comparing her to like Doja Cat and like Cardi B and stuff like that. And I'm like, y'all, Super Bass obviously is only going to have 8 or 600 million streams on Spotify because when that song was at its peak, it literally, like, there was no streaming. There was no Spotify way back then. You know what I mean? So I'm like, y'all, back then, I used to have to, like, get my music off of, like, ShareBear or, like, whatever it was called, like, LimeWire. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, when this song came out, it was so long ago, there was no Spotify. There was not even Apple Music. You had to pay to get your music. Do you know what I mean? You had to pay for the downloads. So obviously, 600 million streams on Spotify, I feel like is a great accomplishment after all these years, being that the song is obviously still that popular. But I just wanted to comment on that because I was like, am I going crazy here? Is this like a joke that I'm just like not getting? Because I feel like everybody on Popcrave specifically, they'll be like, oh, she ended Cardi, oh, she ended Nicki. I'm like, first of all, I still don't even get the joke. I think I'm getting a little bit too old, but I'm like, whenever I see this, I'm like, why are people going ham, like comparing her to Doja and Cardi, when Doja and Cardi, like became popular well, Apple Music and Spotify are at an all-time high. As to where Nicki Minaj obviously was popular before that. So that's why I'm like, I don't really get it. Anyways, y'all, sorry about that. I know you guys are probably like, what does that have to do with the video? It was just something that was on my mind, and I was like, you know what? I want to talk about this because I just don't really understand people. We can't compare a song from freaking, I don't know what, 15 years ago to a song that came out a year ago. It's like obviously on streaming services, the song that came out a year ago is going to be more popular than the song from 15 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, so I got this video from Popgrave, which I will show you guys in just a second, but this is what they said right here. James Charles interrupts a conversation between Noah Schnapp and Ryan Reynolds in viral TikTok video. Because if you guys did not see on TikTok, y'all, people were like going in on James Charles for like interrupting this conversation. And I want to tell you guys before even showing you guys the video, I just really didn't understand why people were going ham about it anyways, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like it does look like a little bit of an awkward video. However, when you're in a type of setting like that, if you guys have ever been to any type of like network party before, or say for example, like any type of like company party, things can get a little bit awkward sometimes when you see somebody there that you want to talk to and you're like, okay, how do I approach this person? They've been talking to somebody the whole entire time, or they're talking to this person, that person. Sometimes you just gotta go up and say hi. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to network, which let's keep it real, most of these types of events are for networking. When we used to get invited to before, say for example, like Makeup Forever parties and Makeup Geek parties, the whole purpose of this when I went was to network. Like obviously you're supposed to meet new people and hopefully make new friends and whatnot, and hopefully make some business connections. So I do understand, before showing you guys this video, it does look a little bit cringy, it does look a little bit awkward. However, like to say like, oh, he interrupts, like it's just totally like, I don't know, portraying a different like image than what really happened. Especially if you guys have ever been to these types of parties before, this is just kind of like what you do, you know what I mean? So go ahead and check this out and I'll go ahead and read some comments after.
Watch James Charles interrupt Noah Schnapp and Ryan Reynolds.
So as y'all can see from right there, like it does look a little bit awkward. Don't get me wrong. Like I understand how some people could be like, oh, this is a little bit cringy or whatnot. But like to say that he like interrupts, like I don't know. Like I feel like he was waiting by politely. I don't think that he just barged up in there and like he wasn't shoving his way through. I'm literally even watching it again right now. I'm like, it really was not that big of a deal. I don't know why people were going ham on it. But I do have to say I was very surprised to see that people in the comment section were actually having his back. If you guys head over to Popgrave on Twitter, you guys can see people are commenting stuff like this. Y'all are so disrespectful in the replies, LMAO. You've never went up to someone and started a conversation. I get y'all don't like him, but come on, they're clearly in a place where many people are walking up and starting conversations. He even waited to be addressed. Right? Another comment right here. You guys are reaching. Have y'all never approached a group to say hi in a formal setting like this? He sat his turn and waited politely for Noah to acknowledge him, and he shook hands with both of them and proceeded to back off. Again, y'all doing the most. And I do have to say, like, honestly, y'all, only because I know so many people, like, y'all, even I've gotten hate before because I feel like I've talked about James Charles before and I have defended him on things. And I'm like, I feel like because if one person makes one mistake, then you just gotta, like, completely disagree with them on everything. And I'm like, y'all, that's what's crazy with society today. It's like, people can make mistakes and then they could do something in the future. And, like, say, for example, if the public is bashing them and they're clearly, like, not in the wrong, then I feel like you could be able to talk about that. Do you know what I mean? But this day and age is like, oh, you know what? You made one mistake, so you're just gonna be bashed for life. And I completely disagree with that. So another comment right here, quote unquote, interrupts. This is literally how you greet people. Y'all need to get out more. Another comment, what? He stood there calmly until they were done talking and Noah acknowledged / greeted James. That ain't interrupting. The comments go on and on actually defending him. And I do have to say, I actually really do agree. I totally understand a lot of people don't like James, but I feel like, damn, like to just go and attack somebody based off of their past mistakes and whatnot. It's like, okay, y'all, like you guys are doing the most. And on top of that too, the fact that this like went so viral, like for Popgrave to have over 5 million views. I don't know how many views the one had on TikTok, but I know that one was even more popular or more viral, I guess I should say. But I haven't been on TikTok in a hot minute, y'all. I don't know if I told you guys this before. I was having so much fun with TikTok and I was uploading on TikTok like all the time, and then I found myself like low-key getting addicted to it, and I literally couldn't even watch TV shows because while I'd be watching a TV show or a movie, I would be on TikTok, and y'all was like, let me get off of TikTok. And I think I told you guys before too that like my friend was going through something, and y'all, I feel so bad. Like she literally like started crying on the phone, right? And I noticed myself not even knowing what she said because I was scrolling through TikTok while I was on the phone with her. I was like, oh my gosh, like what's wrong with me? Why am I so addicted to TikTok? So I've been off of it for the past couple months now, only because I'm like, y'all, I need to learn how to like put the phone down. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, that's why I haven't been on TikTok. But that's my 2 cents on the situation. To be quite honest with you guys, I feel like he handled the situation very appropriately. I do have to say, like, I even give him credit because, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there has been like several celebrities, like actual celebrities at like Makeup Forever parties that I've been to before. Like Randy Jackson was there, Icona Pop, like so many other people, and I just don't have the balls to go up to the person and like greet them. I feel like, oh my god, it'd be cool to get a selfie with these people, and I just don't even have the balls to do it. So I feel like kudos to him for even being able to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's obviously what these are for, and it's a perfect opportunity to network. And yeah, I don't really understand what all the backlash on James Charles was on this one. But that is it. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.